And Greg doctor said to him, if Greg doesn't want to do chemo, if he doesn't want to come back to the doctor anymore, he wants to just try to, get better on his own, I would say that Greg has about a year left to live. And I thought, now what Greg did she see? Because this in a year, that doesn't look like that. Greg really looks bad right now. He looks really weak. And he's gotten really small. I don't see this being a year.
Now, the lawsuit, where's it at now?
We still have some legal things.
Do you regret filing it?
I have to say, I honestly don't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you feel like filing it was you speaking up for yourself?
It's almost like a child being abused, and I'm just over here asking for help over and over and over. Everybody's acting like they don't hear me. And I'm asking for help, and nobody hears me. I don't know why. I feel like my hands were tied. There was nothing I could do. I've asked so many times for help or for meetings or to sit down and talk and try to work through whatever issues. There's things happening that you are not privy to that are happening behind the scenes, and I wanted help, and I just couldn't get it.
The judge ordered it, or was that the deal?
It was a mutual on both sides to drop it, and we worked that out through our attorneys. Right. They have not talked to me at all, just being honest with you. They have not talked to me at all. I have made many attempts to try to, see can we talk and maybe work through certain issues, but it's been crickets.
Is that the reason why you sold the house and thinking about selling the lounge because you
well,
husband and yours?
I couldn't live in the house at all. My house was empty. Nobody was there with me.
And I could see it on social media when dead.
Oh, I could not be in that house. So one night I slept in the house. I was up all night long. I called my son. I said, you have to come home. And he's like, why? I'm like, because I don't want to be in the house by myself. And I just knew then every time I would open that door, I could see Greg like standing there. He would always say when I opened the door, he would say, Nene, is that you? Or he would stand in the hallway. And so every time I opened that door, I always visualized him standing there in the hallway. I just couldn't stay there.
Anyway, so Lanithia Nene Leakes, Larry Reid has done it again. Okay. This man has done it again. He did an interview. Yesterday he announced that he was doing an interview with Nene Leakes, and he kind of eased it in there while he was talking to Bishop Carlton Pearson yesterday. And he ended up easing it in there. In the beginning of the show, he was telling us, y'all better get ready. It's going to be a surprise. I might break the internet. We're like, who? Nobody knew who he was going to eventually say, and that was Nene Leakes. I was just gagging. It actually didn't process. It was like, it didn't dawn on me what he actually said until later. I'm like, wait, what? Nene is gonna be in the studio? How in the fuck did Larry manage to make this happen?
Yes.
Okay, Larry, if you're watching this right now, this is what I'm asking.
He paid that motherfucking booking fee.
Or if Nancy or anybody watching this on Larry team, take this to Larry. The next person that he has to interview. Yeah, the next person that he needs to interview. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but I totally don't.
Although she has her own platform, I would really, because she does love God. She talks about God a lot on her YouTube channel and her podcast. I want to see Monique Samuels on Larry Reid. I want to see what she has to say.
Oh yeah, Monique Samuels would be good. But one of the things that I want to talk about is Nene selling her house. So me and Jay was talking about this before, and we was like, you know what? Nene sold that house because...
Oh, I'm sorry. You know who else would be good? Who? Because she like God and she love mess too. Julie Chen. Let's get her interview.
Oh, that'd be a good interview, but I don't know. Is she gonna get candid and get juicy with Larry about everything and about
what she know behind the scenes?
Right.
BTS.
He needs to do Mariah Huck as well.
Oh yes, oh yes. We need the black sheeps going to the.
He should interview Mariah Huck, and he should also interview Britney Griner's wife.
Oh yeah.
He should hop on those type of all those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do too.
You need a message in that because actually, not a lot of people are giving her and some of these other people a platform to speak. So if they're given a platform to speak, then maybe they will, be more vocal about stuff.
Right, I do need to message him that. But it was somebody else that I was thinking about. Nene's Dream, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, since I'm right here already on this, let me go ahead and...
What? He's saying.
I don't know what she's saying. Since I'm already right here on this, let me say this. This is Nene's Dream Real Housewives of Atlanta cast. Okay, everybody? Can you see that? Can you see that? Press the... Yes.
Candy, Nene, Kenya, Phaedra, Porsha, Marla. Now that was a sextuplet for your ass.
I know y'all. What did you call that? I got indigestion, gas, something.
When you got nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Here's Pepto-Bismol. Nausea.
But yeah, that's Nene's dream cast. Something else she said was she be looking at the cast and she be like, what is this? What is Bravo thinking? And hearing her say that is just like, she is like an executive producer that they missed out on, like that they need. She's like somebody that they truly need, because for her to give that type of criticism, it just felt right. It felt like they're not listening to the owner. It's like it's like a Mariah Huck thing. It's like Mariah on social media saying, I've been cast away from my own show. It feels the same way with Nene when she's giving an opinion the way she's giving, saying when she's looking at the new girl, she's like, well, where did they find this girl from?
Right.
Personally think about, they got so many questions. Personally think about the last few seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I haven't watched the season since I left. I only see the clips that come down social media. You know how they get those little clips, and I've clicked on some of those and watched them. I'm probably like some of the viewers. Where they get that girl from? Where they get that girl? What are they doing to the show? Like, they should have there's so many fabulous Black girls that are fun, and I feel like, the Housewives of Atlanta should have fabulous Black girls.
That is the truth.
I said, damn, the first person Jay said is, she talking about Sanya. Jay hates Sanya. Okay, he's a hater.
I can't stand that bitch. I am a hater. I'm a hater.
She that bitch.
She that bitch. She that bitch that ran around the track a few times and got a couple gold coins because of it. But that's cute.
I don't care for her that much.
That's real cute. But I'm just not concerned about her life
Sanya
that often. And neither was
on
the other people. Whoever housed her reality show before apparently let her go.
Sanya may grow on me because she loves Marlo, and I love that she loves Marlo, and she loves Kenya in a way. Seems like.
And she gonna hate him tomorrow and then love him again the next day. Take it in the kitchen and put it on the counter. Take it in the kitchen, put it on the counter.
But Nene did address the Kenya Moore. Like I said, I don't know if I said this earlier. Nene did address the Kenya Moore shit. She straight up and down said, listen, here's what it is. She wants to do this shit for TV. She wants to do it for TV. She doesn't mean her wanting me on the show. It's just for entertainment purposes, her answering a question like that.
But did you hear what Kenya said at BravoCon?
I did.
You did. What you think about that?
Kenya has shown me love a couple times in the press. I also think that...
Wait a minute, in the press? But not on your cell phone?
No, not on my cell phone.
Okay.
But in the press, I feel like Kenya is smart, and I think she knows what's good for the show. So I think that she's speaking from that place.
Yeah.
What's good for the show and what she thinks the show needs.
Well, she's a producer.
Yeah, and everybody knows what I did for the show. So,
yes, I'm telling you right now.
I'm not saying that no one else didn't do anything. Right. I definitely did. I definitely built.
You absolutely did.
Pizza. Justin got him a whole Wendy's bag in here. They had to have bought a family size pack or something. And Jay has got a whole pizza. Honey. If only I can get on here and do a reality show about me and my mama. Like, if only Jay would let me do a podcast discussing the issues that my mother and I have and the way that I am, the way that my mama is. If only my mom would allow me to record her and put her on the show and put our business out there.
Who the hell you sound like? Putting his damn daughter and his baby mama whooping each other ass on his damn on his YouTube.
Right. I would like my mama to do confessionals about the situation, like when me and her get into it and stuff. I would like her to do a confessional about the situation and everything. But she's not. And you know what? I cringe every time Larry play his daughter and those two fighting each other in my spirit. Ask Jay. I can never watch it. It's something in me that just stirs. Like something in me don't feel right watching it. Like
Lisa turned into the drag bitch territory.
I'm talking about like what they are fighting. Like they're not like that's not her mom. And I know that a lot of mothers and daughters, that happens with a lot of mamas and daughters. I know that has happened a lot with black mothers and white mothers. That has happened depending on how close in age you and your mother is. Because you got
or
some
the situation,
people,
because a lot of white mamas will fight their daughter when they on drugs or they in the streets and stuff like that. And they
Shane, listen, I wasn't gonna say her name. Shane adds she wouldn't dare fight her mama, and her mama will drag her, and Shane wouldn't dare get up and try to throw the bowls with Delphine. Okay. Let me tell y'all, if y'all see Delphine, her titties is to her thighs, and she is about 6. How tall is Miss Delphine? She like, her shoulders is way past our shoulder. Delphine is about as tall as the door frame, right? Ain't she real tall? How tall is Delphine? How tall is she?
The length of a queen size mattress, because I'm dead to the damn bed.
No, seriously, she is tall. Miss Delphine is tall. Miss Delphine is like a second mother, a third mother to me. She really is, y'all. I'm not trying to be shady, but Miss Delphine is very tall, and Shane wouldn't think once about bucking up at her mama, because her mama just do one of these, whoosh, and it's air conditioner in the house. It's cold.
She'll be done knocked her ass
She got
across the
weed
room
with her arm. I'm talking about she would knock the hell out of somebody.
Ass like a fly.
Seriously, she would. And Shane is small. Shane is short. She's not like her mom and dad.
She is not short, but she's shorter than her mama.
But she
by our height.
I'm just saying, there's some, girls and mothers who fist fight and have fist fought. So it's probably not foreign to a lot of girls out there. There are probably some girls out there who has bucked up at their mama, shit like that. But anyway,
hell nah, I would never. And I was a nigga. I'd have lost my damn life.
Really? So yeah, that was Nene's dream. It was so much that happened with Larry Reid and Nene Leakes. Another thing that she talked about was Brent's sickness. I was so surprised. That's something that a lot of news outlets and pop culture editors and stuff would have probably loved to get that exclusive interview and to find out, what happened. And she was really candid. I mean, big time, more than what I thought she was going to be. Because one of the first questions that he spit out about Bravo and Housewives, it seems like she was very, like hesitant on answering it, or so I thought, that the interview was gonna be wishy-washy. Like some questions I plead the fifth on, and some questions I'm gonna answer. But for the most part, she answered just about everything. Larry said, she said, you can ask me anything.
I'm an open book.
Right.
What she said.
And he did. She said.
She didn't say she was gonna answer everything, but she said he could ask everything.
Right. That's true. Nene will hit you with that too. She sure would have hit him with that.
She was a yes.
Well, when I do interviews, I always say I'm an open book. So it doesn't matter if I'm doing you or Kelly and Ryan out in New York City. The deal is I'm an open book. You can ask me anything you want to ask me. I don't have to answer. So there's no need for us to go back and forth over the questions. You know what I mean? You can ask us a child, I ain't gonna answer it today. Now go on. And we're going on to the next question. You know what I mean? So I always just say I'm an open book. So let's just talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's not a big deal to me. So whatever, anything else you want to talk about?
But she talked about a lot of shit. So she said Brent called. It was so scary the way she said Brent called. She said Brent called her talking with his tongue.
She said,
"Oh, Yoni."
Yoni. Her boyfriend called her and said that
we're gonna play it. That's why I was trying to get tidbits and pieces.
Oh, right, but go ahead.
Of it.
Yeah.
Son, he ran the lounge. So when he got sick, and what was it officially they said he had?
He had congested heart failure and a stroke
at the same time.
So it's very hard.
Take me to the day you got the call.
So I didn't actually get a call. I was in my garage and Yanni, who you met, came in and said, I just got a call from Brent. And he said he's sick, but it sounds like he's playing a joke with me on the phone. But I'm going to walk on over to his house. And I said to him as he's walking out, I said, why would you think he's playing? I remember he said a couple of days ago he didn't feel good. And he had told me a couple of days ago that he didn't feel good. And so I called him. And when he answered the phone, I said, I put Brent on the phone and he was saying, "This is Brent," like that. And I was like, oh my God, something is wrong. And Yanni thought they were playing. He thought it was Brent and his roommate playing, with him on the phone. And I hung up and, because we live across from each other. So I started running to his house and that was the stroke. He was slurring. So we couldn't really understand what he was saying. And once we got to his house, he was on the floor. And he's a big guy. And so Yanni couldn't get him up. His roommate's a smaller guy. He couldn't get him up. And we had to call the ambulance.
You saw that.
Yeah. But, I really would have thought in a situation like that, I would have just been freaking out. But I was really calm. He was freaking out. So I had to be calm because Brent was, y'all gotta, help me. And he was just all over the place with speaking and trying to get up and couldn't get up. And I'm on the phone with 911, asking for an ambulance because we can't get him up. And I've never called an ambulance before. They told me it was going to be about an hour before they could get there. I've never heard of that before. And I called them back another time and they said to me, we don't have any ambulances right now.
Whoa.
And I was like, really? I've never heard of this before. Yeah. I called them like 3 times and finally they were like, we have someone that'll be there in 15 minutes. I was like, what kind of mess is this? There's no ambulance.
Brent and Nene.
Right.
Stop calling that damn man that.
He might be like the call. He might like to be called that.
Through the pussy.
Right. But yeah, he said, and Nene, you know what? Nene went into mother mode. Nene went into Lenithia Nene leaks because she said she told Yoni, why would you think he playing? Okay, look, don't play with Brent. Don't think Brent playing. Don't try Brent. That is Nene baby. Okay, she don't play by Brent. Okay, she may not give a fuck too much about stealing ass Bryson.
I just died a little bit inside. She did not just say that.
Honey, you're so rich. What's your status at the bank? Walmart shoplifting.
I can't at Walmart either, sweetie. And don't let her bring kids in there, sweetie. We ain't gonna go there with the children. We're not gonna go there with the children. So you want to back up off the whole kitty thing. We're talking about being rich. I can say about everybody's child up.
But she loved the last little bit of Greg that she has. Is what I feel like. I feel like it's the last little bit of Greg that she has. And
that's the youngest
her baby.
Piece of Greg.
Yeah, that's her baby. And Greg has a lot of sons who look just like Greg. I just be looking at them like, damn, Greg look like he just peeled a piece of his skin off and you just grew like a tree. Because he got a couple sons that look just like his ass.
Ain't none of them Kurt, unfortunately.
None of them. None of them. But sorry. Nene talked about that. She talked about, Brent, and it was just, it's really crazy because she said, and we heard about this already through the media, that Brent actually owns the lounge. So it was Greg and Brent's idea, and it was in partnership with Nene because we're going to use Nene's name. But when Greg died, it became a Nene and Brent thing.
Right.
Now she was considering, giving it up, selling it. And now she's really considering
his venture, his business venture.
Right. Now she's really considering it because from what Nene said, and Nene is being candid, but at the same time, she's holding back. She's still holding back because she's kind of brushed over the fact that Brent is bad off. It seems as if she was saying that Brent is not doing as well as people may think he.
Months after my husband passed.
Right. And so are you going to keep the lounge as like your new baby?
No, I would love to sell the lounge. The reason why it's a long recovery for him. And it's a lot on me to do. I have to be there. And I'm there regardless, but it is a lot. It's just a lot. I need Brent. I got in this business with my husband and my son, right? And my husband's passed on and my son is sick. I don't want to run the business without them. This was for us to do together.
And I wish that Larry would have
delved into that
a little bit more into that, right? Because I know that it's a little personal, and he probably tried to stray away from that just to keep it cordial with her. But I do want to know, excuse me, I do want to know the status of his health. Like right now, he's on the mend? Did he?
Well, did you not hear what she said?
It's going to be a long recovery. Is what she
said. It's a serious recovery. Like this is really serious. She already put out there that he had to learn how to talk. She said this is going to be a real recovery.
Well, yeah, my grandma had a stroke and she had to learn how to walk again. When she learned how to walk again, it was like inching.
It was a stroke and a heart attack at the same time. That is scary. And when they got over there, she said they couldn't even move him. He was so big. And they didn't have an ambulance available. I'm just like, I totally believe that Nene probably stayed way out in a newly built area
No,
of
she
Georgia.
live in a condo now.
And it's probably way out somewhere. It's no telling where it is.
Right across from each other. So
right.
No, I think it's Buckhead.
It's probably
Buckhead or something like that.
Because
and I think what she did was she probably moved
available for an hour. That's too much. That's got to be far off somewhere.
Or Roswell or something like that. But I just think that Nene probably moved into one of them buildings that her boyfriend owned, so she get a discount.
I'm gonna be like Cardi B. If I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't with you. Okay, girl?
Well, maybe so.
I'm just playing. I don't know if he own buildings or not, but I was just saying.
Right. And another thing, so yeah, she said she's gonna sell the Lenithia Lounge. She said that Brent has a recovery process, basically, and it was given that she was saying, I can't run this lounge alone and have Brent and help him through his recovery process.
Months after my husband passed.
Right. And so are you going to keep the lounge? It's like your new baby?
No, I would love to sell the lounge. The reason why it's a long recovery for him. And it's a lot on me to do. I have to be there. And I'm there regardless, but it is a lot. It's just a lot. I need Brent. I got in this business with my husband and my son, right? And my husband's passed on and my son is sick. I don't want to run the business without them. This was for us to do together.
Another thing Nene kind of got into is the pizza shop man. I was so surprised that she went all the way back and was telling
Larry
us.
said that he was talking about the few people we've seen her dating on the show. It's been about 2-3 people.
Oh, really?
Of course, Greg, the pizza man, and probably one other person. I can't remember who it was at the moment,
but she said, he owned a few. The hell is in it? Tastes like tap water. He owned a few pizza shops, a friend of a friend, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She discussed the Claudia Jordan shit. She said she just be shooting. They come at her with some bullshit, she just get the shoot. I said, Nene give me, she be behind a brick wall like, and looking this way while shooting that way. Shooting that way, looking this way.
Because I heard people talking about, Claudia was a great sparring partner, which you go on record to say. Because I heard people talking about, Claudia was a great sparring partner with you, and that's true because she done great in her reads. But you just took it to another level. In the back of your mind, while that was happening, and then after it happened, what were you thinking?
I don't know because it was so long ago. I just know that usually when we're in those kind of battles with people, for me, I'm just shooting. You know what I'm saying? I'm quick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of just quick on my feet in situations like that. And I'm just thinking, let's get this recession going. Let's go. Girl, let's go. Because this about gonna be bad. What is you thinking? So I don't know. I don't know what happened then. All these things, I go back and look at them and I'm like, I don't even know how I said it. I'm just like quick on my feet.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
I'm just saying it.
Like, don't give a fuck who she hit, bitch. You get hit, you get hit.
Exactly. Don't give a fuck who she hit, because she'll be done hit the wrong bitch.
That's what it's giving. Another thing that she said, she was talking about Candy. I don't have an issue with Candy. I don't have an issue with Candy. I don't
Candy
understand.
got an issue with her. Girl,
I don't
with that.
agree,
She said the same thing about Kenya. I don't really have an issue with Kenya at the reunion. I just think Kenya got an issue with me. And Kenya said, girl, stop.
Just more. But it seems like there's been a thaw.
I would have to say that Kenya and I have gotten in a much better place because I have wanted to just snatch Kenya's eyes out of her head. I've never really wanted to fight with Kenya. I just think Kenya wanted to fight with me.
Oh, girl, stop.
No, I'm serious.
You tried it.
Serious.
Is there a shovel for all this BS that's being thrown out here? Okay,
I've sat in this seat before and it was coming from both ends.
Okay.
Well,
Girl, please.
And that's the thing. Nene has this thing where she thinks that, or she tells herself that and makes herself believe that. But if she don't remember, she came for Candy first. At least that's what they portrayed, and that's what they put out there.
She did come for Candy first about that damn song, because Candy approached Nene about doing the song with Kim, but it was Kim's song. So Kim ultimately decided she did not want to do it with Nene, and Nene kind of took adverse reaction to Candy on that situation. But that was not Candy's fault. Candy was not the one who made the decision. It was Kim who said she didn't want Nene on the song.
Them said the same thing about each other. Neither one of them wanted to work together. You know what I mean? So I don't see why that's a big deal now, because she still don't want to work with me. You know what I'm saying? It was her song originally, and she wanted to do it by herself. I never heard her say that she didn't want to work with Kim, though. I didn't. I never heard you say that.
If I said I don't want to work with Kim, you're dealing with a liar. And that's what you're going to have to do.
It's
really up when you work with somebody and they talk about you behind your back. That's really what's up.
That's life. I mean, it's like.
So, I was surprised that Nene was skipping back, jumping around, going here, going there. Something else she said. that she has tried to reach out to Bravo, have meetings, discuss with them, talk to them. She's open to talking to them. She's reached out, and it's been nothing but crickets.
Now, the lawsuit, where's it at now?
We still have some legal things.
Do you regret filing it?
I have to say, I honestly don't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The judge ordered it, or was that the
It was a mutual on both sides to drop it, and we worked that out through our attorneys.
Right.
They have not talked to me at all, just being honest with you. They have not talked to me at all. I have made many attempts to try to, see can we talk and maybe work through certain issues, but it's been crickets.
So once again,
understandably,
like I said,
she did make some very abrasive comments about this network. They were very, very, very possibly debilitating to a lot of the business that they could have done at Bravo or at NBC. Because to say that somebody is racist is to say that they are in a way anti-Semitic, or that they are against minorities, which is always gay or Mexican or Asian or black or whatever. All of those things are looked at in a very low light nowadays, and they do have very serious consequences, as we can see from Kanye West. But we'll talk about that later.
Right. That's another video for another day, which we are going to come to you guys about that soon. But yeah, I think that Nene definitely owes Bravo an apology. Unless Bravo settled out, gave her a coin on the side or something, Nene definitely owes Bravo an apology.
And she did say that they did. She confirmed.
Kim Zolciak an apology. She owes Andy Cohen an apology. And you said
I don't know if she owes Kim Zolciak an apology for calling her racist.
Well, we can't say she called her racist. Well, she has before, but in the lawsuit, she named her in the lawsuit. However, she named her in this lawsuit. She named her in the lawsuit.
Correct.
And you remember Kim was on the Carlos King reunion for all the season 1 ladies, excluding Nene Leakes. And she said she was going to deal with Nene after they dealt with Nene.
Look, the elephant in the room is we know that Nene has this lawsuit that's coming out where she alleged a lot of things that happened. Kim, your name is mentioned in it. Is there anything that you can say about that whole situation?
I mean, she knows what she's saying is not true in regards to me. That's ridiculous. And she knows it. So I'll deal with her when she's done with them.
Right.
If Kim dropped her lawsuit or not, I don't know. But Nene spoke very highly of Kim. As you guys may or may not know, some news broke today, shifting gears a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. Maybe we'll go back over to what we were talking about. Just wait. Kim lost her mansion, $2.9, $2.6, $2.5 million home, something like that. Upwards of $2 million. She lost her home. It went into foreclosure. And Larry was on top of that. That was some hot news right out of the oven. And Larry was able to ask Nene to give her commentary on that immediately. And Nene spoke very highly of her. Here's what Nene said.
I'm gonna tell you, I used to love to see you and this other castmate interact, and I think it's stellar right now. If a show dropped with both of you guys, everybody's gonna watch, and that's you and Kim.
Yeah, people love me and Kim together. There's no doubt about when we are on, and when we are off, we are off. And there's no doubt about the fact that we can capture a camera and work.
So it's on and off again.
I think our relationship is just always on and off, and I don't think it has any. I think it's weird when you're in the entertainment industry. There's so many people talking and pulling you and saying things, and I think that affects your relationship. Like the people around you, she did. I don't like it. Did you see what she did? She did it. There's so many people in your ear.
I'll tell you what I think. I think y'all have real love.
I don't like some of her ways. I'm just being honest. But sometimes, in the entertainment industry, there's some people that work really well together, make good TV, and probably can make a lot of money together. So we can probably do that part of it, and then go home, and that's okay. So there are some people that you can work with really good, and then after you be like, they know how to do their job, and then that's it. Yeah. And they may have to be like that, and that's okay. I think that we would do really good in some television together, but I don't know.
But it don't sound like any real beef between you and Kim or you and Kim. It don't sound really.
No, me, I don't have that kind of beef. I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know if they have anything to do with it. I will argue with you today, and I'll be okay with you tomorrow, honey. I really ain't got time, child.
Once y'all get it off the chest.
Yeah, once it's over, let's go on and have a drink, honey. It's really not that deep. Some of these people be holding on for 5 to 10 years. I'm still over here like, girl, when we going back out for a drink?
I'll tell you what's interesting. I remember there was a big deal about your house and the RHOA. Now, I just saw Jasmine Brand post this before we went live. I don't know if it's true. I didn't read it, but it said that she just lost or foreclosed on her $2.6 million house.
Yeah, they said it's going into foreclosure. It's going to be sold on a foreclosure or something like that.
Yeah. And that's. And I like
that's hard to believe, and I believe that they will fix it before it gets to wherever it's got to go to the sale or whatever. I think that somebody's going to come and rescue her. Yeah. Then they may not come rescue me, but they will come and rescue her. So she will be rescued. We will have to work and go get this bread and pay for it.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody going to rescue her.
Yeah, it could be. BravoCon, were you invited?
I was not invited.
Hold on a minute. You were not invited to BravoCon at all.
At all.
So the way that Nene is speaking of Kim and clearly, steering clear, trying not to say the wrong thing, clearly is giving
ass kisser.
No, it's giving that she is probably in a better place with Kim, and Kim probably gets so tired. I can hear Kim, in my head.
Oh, whatever, bitch.
I'm a movie creator. I like to create movies. I like to create scenes, and write movies and write and shit like that. I have a very imaginative mind, and so I done played this shit out in my head. And immediately I begin to think Kim probably told her, bitch, I'm so tired of your ass. And not in this way, but in a playful way, because Kim a scary bitch.
Right.
So she got to say what she mean in a playful way, although she want to say it in a more stern way. Like, I'm tired of you. Like, we in and out of friendships. And that's basically what Nene just said. I don't know if it's really ever off with Kim, because when we're off, we're really off. When we're on, we're really on. But we know how to work and get apart from each other and go about our separate business.
Right.
Same with, I think she said, Kenya. It was good to get Nene's commentary immediately on Kim Zolciak losing her house. It seems like they're in a better place. I don't know if Bravo give a fuck that these women lose everything once they are no longer a part of the franchise. I don't really think Bravo gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's kind of heartbreaking because, they bring all these ratings, they bring all this success, and the people who are able to be let go lose it all, but the people who do the hire and fire never are let go and continue to make money regardless of who they fire and hire.
Right.
So Nene them brings the executives at Bravo all this money. Nene them get fired, and it's as if they were used. I feel like there should be money all the time.
Which they were used.
There should not be a $1.2 million per season, $2.5 million per season.
There should get royalties. You're right.
A royalty check that they get every fucking year, a royalty check of at least $500,000.
They play them episodes every damn year.
Right.
Every year they want to be playing season 4, season 3, season.
And these clips stay in the trending moments constantly year round. Housewives stay trending in gifts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In different areas.
Are relevant to the show as a whole. They keep reusing them in the show. They flash back in the show or whatever, and they utilize them as content for further episodes. So I think that when they do things like that, you're right, they should get paid. Nene said, she get paid in the 7 digits, but could be better because they making trillions.
Yeah. Checks. You get to the check. Glee, College Hill recently, and then all these seasons of Bravo and the other acting you have done. What does a Bravo check look like? I know you can't be specific, but what does a Bravo check look like? Are we talking about 6, 7?
They have nice checks. They could be nicer.
Are we talking about 6, 7?
I don't think it's 6 now.
I mean, like,
it's way more than that.
Hundreds of millions.
Millions.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's good. That's good. Did you
Could be better.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're probably making
trillions.
Trillions. Yeah.
But that's not everybody now. Everybody's sitting on that platform is not. Yeah. Everybody's not making the same.
Yeah. So it's good.
And I understand
Bravo's biggest seller is motherfucking Housewives. Let's not make it any.
And their number one Housewives franchise is Housewives of Atlanta. And the main reason why is we cannot deny it.
Nene leaks.
Nene leaks. It really is. It is. She's one of the main reasons. But Kandi is number 2 and number 1 right now. But she was number 2 when Nene was there.
Look, Claudia, you want to be the it girl, but you ain't got it. You got an I, but you are definitely missing the T, boo. Proceed with caution.
And you can't deny that both of them are bringing the heat and bringing the smoke. So if they get rid of Nene, they thought about it. If we get rid of Nene, we cannot get rid of Kandi. As long as the show survives, we have to keep Kandi around. I hope Kandi takes a mature break before they let her go or tell her we no longer need you for your services. Which I doubt that they'll do anytime soon or at all, if at all.
It doesn't stop my flow. The people's champ. That's what it is. I'm the people's champ. Okay.
But I wish Kandi would just take a break. I wish she would just take a season off and allow for the SWV show and Kandi and the Gang to be her thing for at least a year. Because I would love to see Kandi and the Gang season 2, and I would love to see another SWV Escape show. Shit. SWV and Escape are dropping a new show next year, next year. And they've already filmed the show. But I would love to see another Escape show. I would love to see another Kandi and the Gang, and Kandi take a break. Even while Porsha is taking this break, I would love to see Porsha Family Matters type of show again, except for let's see Porsha takes a trip to Nigeria with Simon.
Okay.
For 7 days.
Back to Africa, bitch.
Yes. For like 13 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Let's see her get her shit together. Yeah, like 13 episodes. 13, 14 episodes.
Like 9.
Okay,
7.
well, no, 9. No, let's give Porsha like 12 episodes. 11 episodes.
She only had 6 episodes of Portia's Family Matters.
Right. 7. But that's because they got the fine. I feel like she would have had as many.
They cut production. It's over with. We're not doing.
She got the fine. But yeah.
Oh, Larry Reid did ask Nene what she thought about. Did we already talk about this? Kenya saying she wanted to bring her back.
Oh yeah, I talked about that first. That was one of the first things I said. And what do you wanted to say about that though?
Nothing. I was just saying that Nene was basically saying
that was for TV.
I'm sorry, right? Nene was basically saying it was just for shits and giggles. That's what she do to make sure her check good.
But I don't know if Nene really was trying to put it off like that. I think Nene respected Kenya saying that, but then again, it was like a downplay. Nene, don't try to downplay this girl having your back. Now you know when
I wouldn't. Having your back
respect that shit.
Having your back is
Nene
really,
has to humble herself and apologize for what she said. I think if she completely humbles herself, the Jews are forgiving. They will forgive her. And they will accept her back in like they did Nick Cannon. I think that Nene can be accepted back if she does a public apology. The only thing she knows is that with a public apology, the amount that I get paid may go down because now they're gonna try her. You know what I'm saying? You publicly admitted that you said we were racist and we weren't racist. You know what I'm saying? So that may be the only thing she's a bit worried about. That, you know, if I apologize publicly, I can't get paid $2.5 million. And Nene probably refuses to come back to the show and get paid less than Kandi. But you know they're gonna try.
She's gonna have to.
They're gonna give her less than Kandi
for
and
at least
Kenya.
No, not less than Kenya.
Oh, you don't think so? You think just less than Kandi?
Yeah,
they won't take her 2 tiers down. They'll take her 1 tier down.
Right.
1 tier.
Just to try to teach her a lesson.
Candy's level?
Not when she come back. They don't need her that bad, as you can see.
But you're right. And you know what? They don't need her that bad. You know, like Funky said, you never want to show a motherfucker that they can do it without you. Because once you showed a motherfucker that they can do it without you, then you basically kind of fucked up now.
And also,
when you
Funky,
need that person.
Right. Like Funky was talking about his show that he had on VH1, commentating on Love and Hip Hop. He lost that job because he was talking shit about VH1 in those same reviews.
Right.
He was saying, VH1, y'all motherfuckers need to get y'all shit together, blah, 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 and you can't bite the hand that feeds you. So that's kind of where Nene is at this moment. And
yep. She's learning the hard way. And it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate because like she said, she kind of revealed, in a way, she revealed what she is going through or what she feels like. Okay, in a way, she said somebody gonna come rescue her, as if to say Kim is white, she'll be rescued. Somebody will come and give her a job, give her a gig.
Well, I think
and
that
help
is
her
what she was
out
trying to get
before
at.
They come help me out.
And that would make sense as to why she was calling Sheree a glorified teacher's pet, because what she's saying is Sheree already planted that seed there after she already knew that Kim was on the outs with her bank in her house and she needed money. So Sheree was saying, I'll bring back Kim.
Right.
So now we can bring her back and she can get a check, a 6-figure check on the show and keep her damn house.
And I wouldn't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Kim is spotted filming with them coming up. You know, Kim might have to go back to her roots, and Nene may have to humble herself and go back to her roots. But it's so unfortunate when Nene say that she's reached out to them and it's been nothing but crickets.
They have not talked to me at all, just being honest with you. They have not talked to me at all. I have made many attempts to try to, see, can we talk and maybe work through certain issues, but it's been crickets.
They're not emailing back. They're not responding. They don't want to do work with Nene unless she can go live. She needs to go live on her YouTube. She needs to go live on her Instagram. She needs to openly discuss what she felt and apologize. That leads me into something else that she said. Nene, and along with what Jay was saying, not biting the hand that feeds you. Nene said, she's learned in these streets, in these Hollywood streets, that you can't keep it 100. It's so hard because her and Larry was saying how they keep shit 100. Keeping it 100 is the thing, keeping it 100. And Nene was saying she's learning now. In these streets, ain't no keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? It's more so keep it 75. And sometimes she said you can go 80. You know what I'm saying?
One of the things I say to my team around me is I love to keep it 100, but I have learned being in this industry that you have to keep it about 75. Whoa. You can't keep it 100 because 100 is too much for some people. So you just have to keep it about 75, and sometimes don't have an opinion or keep your opinion, very mediocre. I mean, so I don't keep it 100 now. I keep it 75. Now, when we're at home, I keep it 100. The truth is, because there's a lot of people out here who don't want to see you win. So you might keep it about 75. Every now and then go to 80, but then you bring it on back.
Right. I totally agree with her. She's learning the hard way that I can't keep it all the way real because everybody can't goddamn take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's so unfortunate that in them Hollywood streets, when you are a celebrity, you have to put on a lot of fake smiling. Yeah, you have to put on a lot of fake smiling. That's why a lot of these boys who are hip hop rappers stay isolated and stay in isolation. One of the people that came to my mind is Jay-Z. Jay-Z he could be going to any famous people event he want to go to. Him and
But
Beyonce.
I really think he too street to even be in the presence of some of these motherfuckers because they interpret his actions the wrong way.
He too street to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If he was standing there when that nigga kissed Beyonce damn near on the lips, Ghostface, Ghost or whatever, damn near kissed Beyonce on the lips.
There you go. Then he's gonna go over to Beyonce. Watch this. So, people are not liking that. They're not liking the double kiss.
Man, I'm telling you, it would have been a fight right there. Do you hear me? It would have been a fight right there. I'm pretty damn sure Beyonce or Jay-Z has checked.
He knew what the fuck
he
was doing. He been wanting to kiss Beyonce. He said that's the closest I'm ever get. So I'll take that.
He's sneaky, and he the type that'll take your bitch. He give me that all over him.
He will take. He will steal your bitch.
Watch me take your
and
bitch.
laugh in your face about it.
And do that bitch wrong. And have somebody bending you over.
Stop it.
And you sit there.
He is not gay.
Somebody bend you.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending? Is that what it is?
That's what she was talking to, though.
I know, but he ain't gay, though, for real.
No, he not. He fine as hell, though. I do think he a little bisexual. Bisexual. I do, because him and Tank
maybe
are
on Saturdays.
Him and Tank are like brothers from another mother.
Oh, you mean
I
they
said
booty
brothers
bandits.
from another mother because that's dicks swording together. Ding,
So they
ching,
booty bandits.
ching,
Is that what
ching.
you saying?
They
Lord
dick
have
bandits.
mercy.
They kiss. Put your head on my head. Put your shaft on my shaft. Let's hunch. But no, that is what Tank and Omari Hard would give me. They probably not gay though. Let me not call these men gay. Anyway, so Nene did say that you got to keep it a little backwards.
Can't keep it a buck. You got to keep it a duck, bitch. You got to be
some other shit. Here, baby. Okay, yeah, that was something she talked about. Larry asked her about her favorite gospel song, gospel singers. One of the gospel singers, the main gospel singer, that everybody who's not really a church goer, who's not really into the church, Larry and other people have bigger and better words to use. I don't know the proper words to use, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say no relationship with God. They do have a relationship with God. I don't want to knock nobody's level of their relationship, but I just feel like people who not deep in their relationship with God, who don't constantly seek out in all that they do, seeking knowledge and to be better in Christ, in God.
That's being righteous.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's what you mean. That not everybody is righteous.
People like
can
that,
be religious but not righteous.
I guess. But people
because being
like
righteous
that,
is to seek God in all that you do and everything, and to understand that He is your Lord, your Savior, and He is. You understand what I'm saying,
right?
So,
like
people know who God is, but they don't. It's not the same level of.
I can't explain. Like
I would say like.
It's not on
like an intimate level.
Another realm. It's
right,
not
it's
on
it's
more on a surface realm, more on a first level realm, like
right.
a church brain realm. You get what I'm saying? Like I go to church and I only know what the preacher taught me and what the Bible say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know another way to explain it. Even Jay can't find the right words, but you know what I mean? People like that will typically choose Yolanda Adams, Kirk Franklin, CeCe Winans,
they listen to the song,
Donnie McClurkin, the household names, songs that come on secular and mainstream
B103 on Sundays, and then
exactly
right.
Of course, speak to my heart.
And that's I'm walking,
Mary. They became a household name. But Nene said Yolanda Adams, and then Leandra Johnson was another person that she loved, and then Shirley Caesar was another person that she loved.
Mm-hmm. I want to ask you, since you are a person of fame, who is your favorite gospel artist?
Oh, my favorite gospel artist. I love Leandria. Let me think. I would say Yolanda. I really like her a lot. She came down. Yeah, she sung at my husband's repast. And I just love her. And she's always in my inboxing me, how you doing? Are you okay? I see this is a beautiful picture. I love her. And so we flew her in for his repast, and she knocked the house on down. Isn't she great?
I texted her right.
Her voice is amazing.
I texted her before we started the interview. I said, make sure you watch. And I didn't know y'all had a connection. She didn't tell me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's.
She will say, yes, I was there for Nene when Greg passed.
Yeah, she is such a great representation of the gospel music industry.
That was really good to know. Being that we do the Sunday Flow show here and we do Real Housewives of Atlanta, it was a great combination. Even Larry doing this whole video, I feel like I did it. That's how excited I am for Larry doing this video. It feels like I did the video, and it makes me feel like if Larry can do it, I can do it, and I'm not far away from being able to do bigger and better things like Larry do for his channel. But
when people say stuff like Kiki Wyatt, when she just said on the uncensored preview, she just said, what is the artist that you've always wanted to work with? She said, oh my gosh, Dorinda Clark Cole. If I could sing with Dorinda Clark Cole, that would just be like heaven. Well, if heaven was here, then it would be like
get
right up under it.
Wow. And you know what? That's probably a lot of people would be saying Karen Clark Sheard, but a lot of people have turned their ears on to Dorinda when Dorinda was not being heard the way Karen and Twinkie was being heard, because their sound was just different and on another level. So people were seeking sounds that were similar or better. So LaShawn Pace, Twinkie, and Karen, Lucretia Campbell, Taryn Ramsey, if you wasn't up there singing like some of these people, although they weren't all over the radio and shit, but if you weren't up there singing like some of these people, then you weren't really being heard. And Dorinda I guess it was too many Clark sisters in their ear back then, so they weren't able to really hear Dorinda, but she didn't get as much hype as Karen and Twinkie. Dorinda came out with her first album really late, so It just makes me feel really bad for Karen because people tried to come on here and come for me when I was saying Karen Clark Sheard's voice is dwindling. People were really coming for me, and I understand that
Karen Sheard would say that she cannot sing the same.
They were really coming for me, and anybody that know me, that truly know.
We never said she didn't sound good, but still.
Justin, the real me, for real, bitch. Anybody that know me know my number one female singer, bitch, is
Karen Clark D. Sheard. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, it was. Who is it now?
No, it's Tone.
No, I said female.
Oh, you said female. Right?
Female.
Okay, so then Karen Clark.
My number one singer
is Leandria for female right now. It's Leandria.
Yeah, it's Leandria. Oh, but what? What? Oh my God, it's Leandria number one. Kiki, I love Kiki, but Leandria is number one.
It's Leandria, Karen, Kiki, then Kim Burrell,
yes,
then Dorinda.
On my nerve, but the lady can sing better than everybody he just named. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, but we ain't gonna talk about that. That's for another day. Nene Leakes probably wasn't gonna talk about that, but Nene, Kim Burrell has been in Nene lounge. I think she came for the funeral as well, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't think she got around to saying Kim Burrell. She named Yolanda Adams, and she named Leandria Johnson and Shirley Caesar. And she also named a couple of bishops that have influenced her in her entire life. So she talked about the Athens church that she grew up in, but she talked about a person that I always talk about here at the Urban Binge and on the Sunday Flow show here at the Urban Binge is Bishop Eddie L. Long.
Representation of the gospel music industry. So your favorite gospel preacher or favorite gospel song?
My favorite preacher, I've had some preachers that I really liked. Okay, so I would say this. So when I was growing up and going to Hill Chapel Baptist Church back in Athens, Georgia, the pastor would be preaching and preaching and preaching, and at the end of the service, I don't know what he preached about, right? So when I got to Atlanta and went to Morris Brown College, Bishop Eddie Long had buses to come over to our campus and pick us up to take us to his church out in Lithonia. And so, of course, we all would get on the bus and go. And he would preach. This is the first time I really understood the Bible. He would preach and then he would teach the Bible. Like, this is what he's saying. And that's the first time I started understanding, right? All this time I gone to church, I don't know what they were talking about because I felt like Bishop Eddie Long had a teaching ministry. So he broke it down for us. So I used to really like him a lot for that reason. And then that changed. Okay.
It was very shocking to hear her, like all of this coming together. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sunday Flow Show, Bishop Eddie Long. It was just like, okay, if you don't do commentary on this, what the fuck else are you doing with your channel? You know what I'm saying? So it was really good to hear her say that because I'm like, okay, she put everything into, perspective, or she kind of brought everything to light for me. So if you guys go back and watch my Sunday Flow show or go look at my review of Honk for Jesus, a lot of my videos, a lot of my Urban Binge Sunday Flow show, I have discussed growing up at New Birth and how much I know New Birth, how much I know Bishop Long, blah, 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 blah. And I remember I recently just said that we used to stand along the walls. Nene said a bus used to come pick them up at Morris Brown College and bring them to the church. So then I was like, you know what? That's why we couldn't find any seats. It's because all those college kids was in there taking up every damn seat. And Bishop Long ended up probably getting a loan or something to get a bigger church because there were so many people in the church. Probably, I don't know, but it makes sense. Nene was in college. She said they would pick her up from Morris Brown College. It was no way she was at Morris Brown College when we were at the New Birth. It's no way possible.
Right, no, I think she was
it's no way possible.
Because you said that the old New Birth, well, it was too old New Birth.
The old New Birth still would have been in Lithonia.
But
now it's Snapfinger, Georgia. It's Snapfinger, Georgia, or something like that. So, but it would have been considered Lithonia back then. Back then, she said in Lithonia, Georgia, unless it was a slip of the tongue, but that would have been considered Lithonia, Georgia, really. I think now it's Snapfinger, Georgia, or it's Redan, Georgia, that area. Anyway, I just kind of thought about that. Okay, I'm trying to hurry the fuck up because I know Jay wants me to hurry the fuck up. Another thing
I didn't say. Oh my God.
Another thing that Nene talked about was her beef with Tamar Braxton, and all I could think about was
with Marlo. No, I'm just playing.
With Marlo.
I'm just playing.
She didn't say you really hate Marlo. Jay is a hater.
No, I do not. I'm just fucking with her because she keep fucking with Candy. Bitch, don't come for Candy.
Anyway, she did say she would have Candy. She said Candy is Atlanta, so why not? Why not? But she did, people was asking her about Tamar, and I'm just like, wait the fuck a minute, what the fuck happened? She said it's too much to even delve, whatever the word is, delve into. Like, she's not even about to slice and dice everything that has happened with her and Tamar. And I was just gagging like, oh my God, what happened with Tamar and Nene?
So what happened with Tamar?
I don't know what happened with Tamar.
So y'all don't know,
I don't have any issues with Tamar. I honestly don't know what happened to her. What I do know is, I honestly don't know what happened to Tamar. I'm just being for real. The little stuff that I did here, it's just too petty to talk about, honestly.
Right.
I don't have an issue with her.
She was at my event this year. She's dope.
I'm just sitting up here listening. What I do?
You're
I
you
didn't
say a lot without saying anything.
Okay, I ain't saying that because that's it. What's the next question?
Your pretty women?
Yeah.
Man, I love Tamar.
You know, these black women, listen, I don't know what to tell you, baby. I know.
Literally, Tamar is a little Nene. What the fuck? Like, I need her to get more into that and tell us what happened with that. Because that was a gag. I really don't know what happened. Maybe House of Aaron or somebody could let us know in a video of Kim Pye or something. Or maybe I should go do my research and look it up. But I did not know those two fell out. But I'm pretty sure the blogs will be all on top of this tomorrow. Larry Reid has really slashed the internet with Nene Leakes in this interview.
Yes.
They really did. I mean, it's going to be everywhere by the time we wake up in the morning. People are taking their clips right now and already posting them on Instagram. So you better know that these YouTube channels and ET and all of them are going to be taking everything she said. And Andy Cohen will be watching Larry Reid for the first time. You better believe that.
Ah, right.
Larry Reid and whoever over at
definitely. He
True
watched
Original, a lot of executives, a lot of top dogs are really about to watch Larry Reid, and he did the damn thing. He knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. And God is so good. He ended up running into them inside of a grocery store, Yoni. And he ended up telling him, like, don't you date Nene? And he was like, yeah, Nene is right over here, actually. And boom, they clicked. And I'm pretty sure Larry paid Nene a good ass fucking amount, because once again, I'll let you guys know if you don't remember, Larry Reid bought this microphone, and
Larry Reid paid the hell out of Carry On.
Right, he sure did. If you look up the price of this microphone, Larry didn't know me from a can of paint, and bought this microphone. We only knew each other via social media, and dropped me the full amount for this microphone when that's not even what I was asking for, but just randomly dropped me the full amount for this microphone. And if you look up this microphone, the most expensive one that this brand has is what this one is. Okay, so I think so. This is the most expensive one that Shure has, right?
Yeah, for the type of microphone that you have.
Right. So anyway, I don't know what happened with Tamar and Nene. I would love to know about that. Nene also said she would love to have a talk show. And it was so sad to hear Larry keep talking about do it for yourself. It seems like Nene's face was giving what you're saying is foreign. Larry constantly saying, don't you think you can do it by yourself? Well, do you think you can do it by yourself? It seemed like, oh my God, when I tell y'all, like, I'll be reading deep, and I may be off sometimes with my readings and my discernment and stuff. But what I got from it, and I'm not going to even knock myself and say I'll be off, because a lot of times I'll be right. On a prophet type of level. So in her face, she was looking like, it was like a blank face, as if what Larry was saying was foreign to her. Like, do it on my own? How do it on my own? How the fuck can I do a talk show on my own?
Somebody said Nene needs her own production company. I can see that. What are your thoughts on having your own production company?
My thoughts are, yeah, sure.
Okay. Is that then? Do any part of you think it's connected to the Bravo situation?
I won't answer that.
Okay. Do you think you can do it on your own?
I think so, but as long as there's no one, behind the curtains pulling all these different strings. I have a lot to say, and
people, Jay say this all the time. You don't understand that people don't think the way you think. You just think, and I tell Jay that sometimes, but it's crazy that we say it to each other for two different reasons. But the words are the same. But she has told me this plenty of times, that I have this mind, that this strong faith, like this faith that God is going to do it, and God is going to do it. And I get aggravated when people don't feel that way, and their stress is burdening me. And you know what Juanita Bynum said recently? That it can be arrogant to feel like somebody should be on the same level that you are on in God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of arrogant. So I don't want to be arrogant and making nobody feel that way. Baby, you can go out of here, baby. But that's another thing that I wanted to say, that Bishop Long, and I said this before, no matter what a person is going through, you can't knock their bringing people to Christ. You know, people just need to get their mind together and understand that he was anointed no matter what he was accused of or no matter what he settled out for. He was anointed, and I say this all the time. And Nene is she literally just primed exampled my shit the fuck out. Like, she said he was the one that taught her, you know, when she wasn't interested in the shit, he really preached it and taught the word to her, and that's good to know. You know, I felt like it was confirmation. That's another thing. Larry was saying that there was this thing where they wanted to show Nene as the villain, and I totally did not agree with that. I do not think that Bravo had this thing of showing Nene as the villain. I do not agree. I don't agree.
Baby.
I don't think they were purposely trying to make her look like the villain.
But let me just say this. Let me just give one instance.
Oh my God.
When they did that whole thing in Greece of telling the story, me and Cynthia are going to act out how a Kenya and Nene situation would go.
She just didn't want to receive it because it's coming from me.
Actually, I will be playing the role of Nene Leakes.
Bring the heat, baby. Get the award. Emmys, honey, all that.
And I'm going to be Kenya Moore. Well, you know, I am an actor.
Baby.
As well as them showing behind the scenes, they hardly ever show production. They only did it twice that season.
They tried to, okay.
And they did it when Nene
season.
and Kenya was fighting, and they showed production as if Nene was the problem during that whole thing. And then they also showed production when she said she was finna get up and go to the bathroom and flush herself down the toilet. Bye. So I do think that they purposely did portray her as the villain. Not to say she didn't do anything to antagonize the situation with production, but I think that they were trying to make her seem more difficult or more of the villain than any other Tom, Dick, and Harry, like Kenya getting her ass up in Greece and walking the fuck, storming off because she don't want to hear what Marlo got to say about her when they was putting the crown on each other's head.
But right now you are amazing. But I'm gonna say, and I'm done. Back up.
You just say your part and not let her say hers. She's not finished. Sit down.
I'm done. I'm tired of y'all. I'm done.
Saying you can deal with anything. Come back. Bye. Stop being the person that walks away. What are you doing? Stop it. Kenya.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all.
So Kenya got up and stormed off set. Nene said that. Kenya got up and stormed off set. Nobody made a big deal out of that. It was nothing. It was just as if Kenya got upset. But when she closed her goddamn laptop on the reunion, everybody wanted to make a big deal out of that. And it's no different. She was just at home. She closed her laptop.
You gonna keep knowing me. Bye. Oh, what happened? I don't see Nene anymore.
It sounds like you were not difficult to work with at all.
No, I didn't mind saying whatever it is they want me to say. I personally don't think I was difficult. I think what they wanted people to believe is that I was difficult to work with. And I think that if you were on set, you would be surprised at the ones that are the difficult ones.
Well, the one thing you did that helped make it look like that was when you said, and you closed down that laptop, what was happening in your mind?
Season was at 12, I think. I'd been through a lot. You being attacked by everybody and ganged up by from everyone. That's never okay to me. And you have a person that's like, if you're running an interview and you see all these people are ganging up, you're supposed to do something right. And I felt like I just wasn't protected. There was no need for me to stay in the interview being attacked by everybody. Yeah. And then I think the final straw was they brought on a person into the reunion that was not a part of the cast, that didn't have a contract, that we'd never done that before. Like, I just didn't think that was fair to do.
That's
and so I feel like people made a big deal out of me closing the laptop. And
they did.
The thing is, how many girls get up and walk off the set at the reunion?
It was the same thing.
It's the same thing. I was at home, so I closed the laptop. I couldn't get up and walk off a set. I was looking at a computer. Yeah. So girls walk off the set all the time. They walk off crying, they storm off and don't come back, or they come back later and then they say, we'll take a break and we'll be right back. I mean, the person storms off. I mean, it was no different. And then people are like, you closed the laptop. Like, girl, shut up. How many people walk off set?
Yeah, you know, and I'm not saying
I always felt like I was held to a different standard.
Yeah,
you know.
And I'm not going to say that, but I don't want it because I done said how much I love you, and I've always liked you from day one. But if you were wrong, I would say that. I would say I think that. But it just looked.
It was the same as anybody walking off a set. You know, we weren't on set. It was COVID.
Yeah.
So we were on laptops and we closed.
It really looked like you were made the villain strategically.
Thank you.
Right, that's true. They did bring that up. I don't think that the closing of the laptop was that serious. I do not think it was that serious, and I don't even think it was serious enough to be a viral moment or anything. I don't think it was serious enough to even bring up, and I don't think it made Nene look bad at all.
They tried to make her look bad because of that.
But I just don't understand why her and Yovanna fell out and what happened off camera that made them two fall out so bad that she didn't want her at the damn reunion.
What happened between Yovanna and Nene was that Yovanna, big lying ass, could never admit to the fact that she recorded Cynthia. She never admitted to that. She kept making it seem like Nene was crazy at the end of the day when they was at the reunion and all that shit. I don't know what Nene's talking about. It wasn't me. And then when they was in Toronto, she was saying, when Porsha asked her, or Kenya asked her, whichever one it was, is the person here tonight that recorded Cynthia? And she said, I'm not going to speak on that. When Candy directly asked her, were you the one that recorded Cynthia? She said, no, I didn't record Cynthia. Who told you that?
Okay, wait. Let me ask this question before we go any further. Were you the one that recorded Cynthia?
Who said I recorded Cynthia?
Nobody said you recorded her. I was asking you were the one that recorded her.
No.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure.
Dang, why you got to me like that?
I did not tear you up, but when I talked to Nene, she said that somebody had played her some recording of Cynthia that was like a mutual friend, and so I just wanted to make sure that you weren't the spy.
No, I ain't no spy. No, not at all.
It was so like, bitch, as if you knew. Who told you?
Right.
So I think that because she could not own up to what she did, Nene was like, bitch, I'm done with you. I'm not finna fucking deal with you. You a big ass liar because all these girls came down your throat. You trying to get in this circle, but you recording bitches and can't be honest about it.
That's true. Another thing, Nene threw a lot of shade at Cynthia. She threw shade at Sheree. He said Sheree is gorgeous. That Sheree is gorgeous. Oh, you think so? I was like, bitch.
Right.
Her and Sheree just don't get along. But like we said before, Sheree was one of her number one haters, though, for real.
And was. When she said she was just hating on me so bad. She was.
She was.
She can be around the corner in the alley all day long. Was it your first car repo? Out of the parking lot of Home Depot? Oh, she can't hear that. She was hating on me so bad that she chased me out of the restaurant. This is D. Lying, trifling bitch.
Another thing he said, you and Peter are good friends. You and Peter are good friends, right? Yes, I actually had dinner with him last night. Bitch, I damn near hit the floor twice. Got back up and hit the floor again.
Nene, I ain't got no excuse for this one, honey.
Why
You know you want that dick.
And then he said, what do you think about...
Or maybe she just admired it.
Peter saying she's a... Peter just said she's a queen. She can handle this, that. Oh, yeah, what a nice thing to say.
Yeah, those are the nice things you should say.
I was like, oh my God, Nene, damn. You and Cynthia still going through it like that.
Everybody's sitting on that platform is not. Yeah. Everybody's not making the same.
Yeah. So as good as you checked out on Cynthia. But you and Peter were cool.
I had dinner with Peter last night.
You didn't just mess it. Do you think? Because this is what I think. To me, they were, and I love this. I love this because you didn't know what you think, and I always wanted to know what you thought behind the scenes. Do you think her and Peter was her best match out of these men that she was with?
Out of Mike? I think Peter was a better match, but I don't think they would ever get back together.
Yeah. Do you think it's because of her family?
No. I think Cynthia makes her own decisions. I just don't think that they would ever get back together. I think they've moved on.
Yeah.
She's gotten married and he's dating someone. I don't see it.
I mean, he did call her queen. He says that she's always...
Well, I think, those are the right things to say when you in the press talking.
Right.
Queen. Yeah.
Damn. Cynthia's theme song. The men are pause. The men are... when I walk through the... Ain't that funky shit?
Nessa, girl, I went down to the salon. Nessa girl, I went down to the salon. I told her, give me an old nasty piece or short hair, honey, because it's getting hot. Spring is in the air, and my hair is laid like menopause, bitch. The menopause. Yes, God, honey.
So Nene addresses the rumors, the sued rumors, you know, that her new boyfriend, wife, is suing Nene. She said that, you know, she kind of sort of seemingly confirmed it, but she said, look, bitch, don't sue me. You can have his ass back. Right. If that's what it takes. Don't sue me. So she admitted, yes, he's married, but this lady is playing with words and semantics. She knows that they broke up, but the word and the marriage is still in place. But they are done. Right. And so she's playing with semantics and trying to make me look bad. She knows that it's not right, though. It's not right. I just don't know if she has a case. I really don't know if that's considered having a case. But Nene is a damn fool. She said you can have his ass back.
Well, hell yeah, bitch, because I ain't finna pay $1.9 million for him.
Right. Oh, another thing she confirmed, a lot of people believe that she has a beef with Carlos King because she wasn't on the reunion show. Not only that, she has not been on his podcast along with Candy or Phaedra. But she confirmed there's no issue between her and Carlos King. No issue at all.
Child, Nene would say ain't no issue between somebody, just like she did Candy. I don't have no issue with Candy. She got an issue with me.
She will. Yes, she will.
On the show. I never understood why you and Candy didn't get along. Or maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe y'all do, but it's just on the show you don't.
No, I mean, honestly, I don't have an issue with Candy. This is the God honest truth. I really feel she has an issue with me. And I don't want to speak too much about what I think the issue is, because I think she has an issue with me. I'm an original housewife. Yeah. I feel like that was an issue. I feel like I was noticed a lot. You know, a lot of people, I'm not saying this, people say it all the time. When we think of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we think of Nene. Yeah. And I think things like that didn't sit well with her.
Because she is competitive.
She's very competitive. Yeah. And I'm not competitive like that. I don't see the purpose. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like her issue's with me. I don't have an issue with her. Yeah. I don't know if I don't know. Yeah, I understand, because I couldn't understand it either. And I think she was great at what she did. A lot of people, thought that we would get along. I don't have if I saw her, I would speak to her. I just don't think she likes my presence.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay. Anyway, that's it. Nene said she got a few friends. It seemed like Nene was trying to force Larry Reid to say that he looks up to ATLian, because she kept trying to say, I got a question for you. He was like, yeah, what's the question? Do you look up to any YouTubers? He was like, what do you mean? He couldn't even answer the question. Like, right. He said, unfortunately, to tell you, I don't really, and she was like, okay, well, is there any YouTubers that you watch? And Michelle ATLian was in the comments. I really think she was trying to, and that's Nene good friend. I think she was trying to get at, is Nene, do you watch Michelle ATLian and are you inspired by her? Because it definitely, Michelle is the type, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be talking shit about nobody, but Michelle definitely gives the type big-headed, they copying after me. Arrogant. And really, I think a lot of people have been inspired by her, but a lot of people have been inspired by Funky Dineva.
Your arch nemesis, bitch.
I'm more of a fan of ATLian's articles than her YouTube. I'm more of a fan of her articles than her YouTube. But Larry did not name Michelle ATLian at all.
Keep typing behind a cubicle, bitch. Really? That's what you good at.
Yeah, Nene answered a lot of damn questions. She answered a lot of questions. I think Nene and Porsha should be on Love and Marriage Atlanta. I really do. I think that Carlos King needs to just do a Love and Marriage Atlanta, but he needs to make enough money from the rest of the franchises to be able to pay Nene a starting payment of 1.5 at least, because the ratings are automatically being snatched. He could play it Sundays at 8 p.m. at the same time, and I guarantee you the ratings for Housewives are done. If Porsha and Nene get on Love and Marriage Atlanta, Nene, don't be dumb. You better do
and Shamari, we want Shamari.
Oh, bitch.
Thank you. Girl gotta eat.
Wait a minute. Then that would be
Because that bitch is all about
good.
her marriage. She
Name
all about
somebody
her
else.
marriage.
We done. That's it. We ain't got no more topics, y'all. Name one more person. No, seriously, this is the last thing. Name one more couple. No, name okay, we got 3 couples. Name a good one. Please let it hit hard. Gotta be somebody that's gonna hit hard. Like you just thought of that one. Bitch, that just went down 3 T. That's like Nene up here, Porsha, Shamari. Who? Another couple. Tanya Sam and her husband, or no? To kind of balance things off, or no? No.
I know that he probably would never do this, but what about Keisha Kayor and Gucci?
I don't know. But you know the thing is, Gucci too hood.
But she all about her marriage though, so I think that
Right, but I don't know if Keisha Kayor will fight.
Fight? Who the they fighting on Gucci?
I don't want her to fight.
No, they are fighting on Alabama, bitch. They fighting on Alabama. But they
Gucci
fighting over
and Keisha
Martell.
Kayor. Come on. Give me another couple. Okay, that's Gucci and Keisha Kayor. I know who.
Who?
Toya and her new husband.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, let's get Toya back on TV.
Or we can do Tiny and T.I.
I'm so tired. I love Tiny to death, but I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn Tiny and T.I. no more.
Okay, so then Tamika Scott and
I don't
her
want to fuck up y'all bag or act like I can't see y'all on
that's
TV
right.
no
We
more.
can eliminate
but
them.
we need to do something else with y'all.
Okay,
Not no
we
more
can eliminate
marriage
them.
because we know y'all in love. Shit.
Okay, well, Tamika Scott and her husband.
Okay.
Or Stephen Hill and Shantae Moore.
Ooh, what about Faith?
Stevie J?
What about I'm talking about hell no. I'm talking about Faith. I'm talking about Judge Faith and goddamn Kenny Lattimore.
Okay, but I don't know if I know Shantae Moore can go there more than Judge Faith. I don't know if Judge Faith has it in her to get feisty. Shantae
But we
Moore
still need
has it
that
in her
one
to get
person
feisty.
who is reserved.
But we need an antagonist like
Karen of the
Kenya.
show.
We need an antagonist like Kenya. But not really, because I don't know what Love and Marriage is about. I don't know if they do a lot of lady group events. I think
no,
that
they don't. The reason that Melody and whatchamacallit was fighting and Martell and that other nigga was fighting was because of the love square they got going on. So it's like that's why it's called Love and Marriage, because all's fair in love and war.
Right. We can do but Phaedra, we need to just do her over in Dubai. Let Phaedra go on over to Dubai.
Right.
And let her hang out over there. Anyway, yeah, a lot of shit happened at BravoCon. Phaedra was there. Phaedra was in the building.
We can do Rashida and Kirk.
Yeah, Rashida and Kirk, but I didn't say them because they over at VH1 and they doing well over there. So if anything,
they would be the lowest paid.
They would be the lowest paid, and they would be great.
But they will be. They would be good, yeah. Because they offer their marriage too, both of them.
But man, what? Rashida Kirk, Keisha Kayor and Gucci, Shamari DeVoe and Ronnie DeVoe, Porsha and Simon, Nene and Yoni. That would be a good ass cast. Love and Marriage Atlanta. That's 5 couples. That's 5 couples.
That's like these niggas be coming up with their dream team, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dream cast.
Yes, that would be a
the one to hang on your wall.
very good cast.
Or the one you play your video games.
But there are some questions that I wish Nene would have answered. The saddest part of this was her talking about Greg. Like we said, we had already discussed that Nene probably sold the house because, and I think I said this already in my review. If you go back on my channel and look at my the Urban Binge reviews of Nene and some news that broke about Nene, I said this before, that Nene was probably seeing Greg's spirit
She's so
in the
damn
house.
funny acting. She like,
And she
I heard
said
Greg
that.
hit his morning.
She specifically said that when she would walk in the door, she would see him standing in the hallway, things like that. So,
and she called her son and said, "Come home, cause I'm scared to stay here by myself."
and the fact that Greg knew all of the passwords.
I don't mean to
and
laugh,
everything,
because I do think that is something that is.
it's sad,
It's
and
sad,
she hasn't
right.
even been able to grieve yet. She
Her
said
his spirit is still so attached to hers that she can see him throughout her life. But I'm laughing because I'm laughing out of in disbelief, because I'm like, dang, Nene, I know. And in a way also of Nene's mannerisms, the way that she is just funny without trying to be. So if
Right.
I was sitting in front of Nene and watching her go through this situation, I would be dying laughing, because not because of her discomfort, but because I know that she dead ass for real. And I just seen Greg walk across my goddamn closet. I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
Right.
Is that the reason why you sold the house and thinking about selling the lounge to call your husband and your son?
I couldn't live in the house at all. My house was empty. Nobody was there with me.
And I could see it on social media when dead.
Oh, I could not be in that house. So one night I slept in the house. I was up all night long. I called my son and said, you have to come home. And he's like, why? I'm like, because I don't want to be in the house by myself. And I just knew then every time I would open that door, I could see Greg like standing there. He would always say when I opened the door, he would say, Nene, is that you? Or he would stand in the hallway. And so every time I opened that door, I always visualized him standing there in the hallway. I just couldn't stay there.
That was all that I really had to talk about. I wish Nene would come back. I wish they would go ahead and bring Love and Marriage Atlanta on, but I really think Carlos is very smart. I think that he is definitely going to make sure that before he dropped that Love and Marriage Atlanta, and you know, another couple, if we're going to do 6 couples, let's just go ahead and add Mariah Huck and Aiden. Let's just go ahead and add Mariah.
But then
and
we
Aiden.
got too many goody two-shoe couples. We would then have
and if
Faith
if Carlos do that, and if Carlos do that, Andy need to go ahead and go make Real Housewives of Huntsville. Real Housewives
we don't need no
of
Real
Alabama.
Housewives of Alabama.
Oh, bitch! But he got to do all redneck.
We don't need
He
that.
got to do all races redneck.
No, the fuck
bitch.
you don't need to do that, bitch. We got enough of them hoes.
Okay,
Let me
well,
shut
2
up.
black women, just 2 black women, and 5 and 3 white women. There's got to be 3 or 4 white women.
So it can be a meeting.
Yes.
No, hell no.
3 black women, 4 black. I mean, 3 white women, 4 white women, and only 2 black women. Because you know what, Andy be daring their ass to say some racist shit. They just be waiting on little skinny min ass bitch, drunk bitch to say some racist shit. I'd be like, that bitch this close to saying nigger. You know, come on, Ramona.
Oh
she
yeah,
this close.
She be getting so angry.
I'd be like, she gonna say it in a minute. Her mouth is gonna explode. Nigger.
Bitch.
Drunk bitch. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully our enthusiasm was up more. You know, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm trying to help my enthusiasm be up about these videos. I want to get on here like, what's up everybody? How y'all doing? No, that's just not me. You know, so
I ain't finna be hollering this shit. I holler enough.
Accept me for who I am. You know, I'm not coming on here with the loud shit and all the shit. You know, I probably do get loud sometimes.
We still got personality and all.
The Urban Binge, this is season 6, I think, episode 7. Make sure you guys check us out everywhere podcasts can be played. The Urban Binge Radio, everywhere podcasts can be played. You can listen to all of our videos, all of our shows on the podcast. Also, follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I guess anywhere else we have a social media. At The Urban Binge, everywhere. And also, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and hit that thumbs up. I'm tired as fuck. I've been up since this morning. I was determined to do this video.
Let me just tell you one thing. That's this right here. What today is? October 26, 2022. This gonna be the
25th, October 25th, 2022.
October 25th, 2022. Well, this gonna be the last motherfucking day we do that right there. You hear me? Because the next time we get up to do a video, we're gonna do our makeup. And we're gonna look good, and we're gonna do an end screen. We're gonna sit in these goddamn chairs and sit in front of this green screen or stand up or something. And y'all gonna see the same damn end screen every motherfucking time. Cause we're not gonna keep consuming our time with saying this shit over and over and over again. Not to say we don't care about utilizing the effort because of our business and our promotion of our own platform. But I'm just saying, what is the use of saying the same shit over and over and over and over and over again when it's the same statements?
Right. Well, anyway, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and hit that bell. Again, hit that subscribe, that bell, and that thumbs up, please.
One more again.
Hear my voice right now. Do it. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, please. All right. Thank you guys so much. I'm Rico Bellucci.
And I'm Jay Bellucci.
And we're out of here.
Bye.
It was just a blessing in disguise. Thank you, 'cause I dodged a bullet. When you walked out, I thought that it was over, but it turns out that it was just a blessing in disguise.